Hey, right now we're welcoming in Betsy Pandora from the Short North Alliance. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks, Betsy. So much.
All right, we are talking a monthly, or a summer monthly tradition in Columbus. It's time for June's Gallery Hop.
That's right. And actually, it's a 43-year-old tradition here in Central Ohio. Gallery Hop has always been the first Saturday of each month, and it is a time when our community welcomes everybody to the community through art, through culture, and through the creativity that is so present in the Short North.
Right, and we know that, when the Short North went through its revamp in the early 80s, it was a focus on the arts scene. So looking into this month, is there anything exciting, anything different that we're expecting
There
this time?
are so many exciting things coming up for this month's Gallery Hop. So first, we are celebrating a major anniversary in our community. One of our businesses, Soul Classics, is celebrating 20 years in business in the Short North.
Love Soul Classics.
Who
Great
doesn't
store.
love Soul Classics? So they're going to be celebrating all day long on June 6th. They'll actually have a proclamation from the city honoring their big moment, and then they will have music, artists, performers, and of course amazing deals on the best sneakers in Columbus at Soul Classics.
Absolutely.
We're excited about that. We're also excited about how many local and internationally recognized artists you can experience at Gallery Hop this month. The Pizzuti collection, which is called the Pizzuti of the Columbus Museum of Art.
My favorite museum in Columbus.
It's so beautiful. It has reopened recently, and they have a whole museum installation of work from Tavares Strachan, who is an internationally recognized artist who has just transformed the entire space. It is one of the most groundbreaking contemporary exhibits in Columbus right now. You have to see it. And if you want to come a little early on Friday night, you can check out Night Shift, where the museum actually stays open late, and they have DJs and music and food and fun, and it's a whole different way to experience it.
And that Pizzuti collection is huge.
It's beautiful. It's an old building that was renovated and transformed into a museum, and they have filled it with art.
It's a hidden gem.
Because
you can walk by it and you see maybe like an outdoor statue, but you're like, what's inside of there?
Right.
And then you walk in and it's basically, it's free, correct?
It is free.
Yeah, it's free. I think that's
for museum members.
Okay.
And then there's a small charge depending on the night that you go for non-museum members. But it reminds me of that Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum in Boston. It's the same thing where it looks like a big old kind of stately building, and then all of a sudden you encounter this brilliant contemporary art inside, and it's attached to a parking garage. So what's not to love about that?
I love that. So for families who maybe have never attended before, what makes this just so much fun and accessible to people of all ages?
It really is such a diverse set of experiences that we have in the Short North, and there are so many ways in which our business community really welcomes people on the first Saturday of each month. So Prologue, for example, is a business that's been in the Short North for 10 years, but they've just expanded into a new footprint, and they have built out a huge kid space in the new store. So, they love to do special events and programming. They do special activities for Gallery Hop. It's one of many examples of how people of all ages can find fun and interesting and unique things to do on their way to dinner, on their way after dinner, or if they're just seeking out a fun cultural experience in Central Ohio.
Yeah, Prologue really took advantage of that new space because they moved from, I don't know the exact name of the building, but they were next to the Alibi Room, and now they're next to the Hubbard Grill.
Yep.
And it's a much bigger space.
Oh, it is a much bigger space. And they have book clubs that are hosted there. They do author readings, in addition to just being able to have a lot more space to showcase all of the great literature that they do.
Yeah, and I would say public art has been a big part of this as well. And can you tell us more about Pride Circles?
Sure. There's several new public art projects in the Short North. Pride Circles is an installation that was created by Lisa McClymont. It was actually originally installed in 2020, and then Lisa expanded it this year. So we now have an installation that's very innovative. It's directly on the sidewalk. It's one of the only public art installations in Columbus that is installed right on the sidewalk, so that you can walk over it. And it represents identities of individuals from the LGBTQIA community. And so Lisa expanded it recently so that we could be inclusive of more identities. But it looks like a rippling pond. So if you walk over it or if you get to experience it, people find it as an unexpected piece of art, but something that they really feel seen experiencing. We have, go ahead.
No, you're fine. Continue.
We also have another new public art project that just installed this last month. month called She Moves with Color. And it is a recreation of the Mona Lisa mural that has been a historic mural in the Short North. We worked with Miss Birdie, otherwise known as Mandy Caskey, who is an artist from Columbus, but has become internationally recognized for her work. And she installed a new mural on the exterior of the Moxie Hotel. And folks are enjoying that because it is a really contemporary take on a classic.
Why is it so important that Columbus stays invested in the Short North, specifically the art side of things?
Yeah, the Short North really is the heartbeat of our city. It not only has that history and that iconicism for our city, but it is that incubator for our city. And it's a place where new ideas take root, where visitors come to explore, and where everybody can find something unique and interesting. So people love it. People come from far and wide. And, it's a place that holds not only memories, but helps you build new experiences too.
And the gallery hop events are typically very well attended.
Yeah.
It gets very busy
Yeah.
along High Street. So for the folks who have a couple hours
Yeah.
on a Saturday that they want to pop in, how do they best utilize their time? How do they do it?
Absolutely. Plan it around a way in which you can enjoy a whole segment of your day. So come down right before dinner, check out the galleries that are clustered on Lincoln. There's a new exhibit at Marcia Evans Gallery this month that's showcasing art made by local women CEOs who are also artists. So check out the galleries on Lincoln, pop over and have dinner at Forno, and then grab ice cream at Jenny's, right? And look at all the public art as you're walking around. So
Sounds like a great night to me.
it's a great night, and you can always discover something new and different in the Short North.
All right. Betsy Pandora, thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate it.